Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
Yo, hey man, listen man, check it. Hey man, good morning. Listen man, these guys man, catching it early this morning man. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel man. It's crazy man how, you know, these charges keep coming out on Diddy. And it's crazy because a lot of people are being involved that are denying these accusations and saying, hey man, I wasn't there, I wasn't involved. Well, this young lady here filed charges back in October, and it's crazy because again, these guys are stepping out and denying it as fast as they can bring this stuff out, man. This time they got Odell Beckham Jr. and Druski. You know, it's crazy because when you think about it, you know, these guys now are making waves. Of course, Odell Beckham Jr. been making waves for a long time, but Druski, it seemed he got hot, you know, just in recent years. And so it's like, you know, now you go back to all these Diddy stories. Some of them go all the way back when you look at the one that was false, that they tried to put on Jay-Z. And it's like people are fishing. And you know, this one here is by another attorney. And I guess they'll just have to put up some money to try to fight the situation, because once people do this, you put people in a bad situation to where they're now trying to figure out a way to get this monkey off their back or get this scar off of their face for the way that these people have, you know, drug their name, you know, through the mud, and then you have to fight back. And, you know, I mean, Jay-Z's a little different because, you know, Jay-Z pocket's deep as hell. But when you look at these guys right here, their pocket's okay deep, but the smear campaign is something else, man. And that's the part. Now, if they done something wrong, hey, man, I wish them all the worst. But if they haven't done anything, and it's the same thing that was pulled off, you know, being done by the other group of people that had hit Jay up, I don't want to see people have to keep going through this because it's a bunch of crap, you know. I hate it. I don't think it's fair to whoever have to be put through it. I know people do things because they're just trying to figure out ways to do a money grab, but this is sad. It's actually pretty tough when you look at how they do these things, man. And I always say, man, you know, it's crazy. But I like the way that Odell Beckham Jr. and Druski step out and deny this immediately. You have to, because if you don't say something, you just gonna look like you did whatever the person is saying. So they go and get this lawyer who's looking at a bag of money and say, oh, it did happen, and you was over at Diddy's house, and can we find facts to put you there? And then after they do that, it's like, oh yeah, okay, well we're gonna go and file this suit, and we're gonna try to figure out ways to you know, make sure that you're taken care of and compensated for the situation. If we don't get them really pretty much on the assault allegedly, then we'll turn around and we'll hit them for the civil suit, and we'll get your money. And the person is sitting there amazed by it, and they just, if you could just give us any name, we'll make it happen. They'll settle. And this is the thing, man. When you start seeing people doing stuff like this, man, it's the work of the devil for me. I don't think that's cool at all. And it confuses the case if there's real victims out there. It's crazy how people will sit back and just do whatever just to try to make things suitable for themselves. Selfishness, man. Liars. But the devil came to kill, steal, and destroy, as y'all hear me say on this channel all the time. But let's read a little bit of it. Standard brought this out, and it's Tina Campbell. It says that Odell Beckham Jr. and Druski both deny involvement after being named in the Diddy case. So kudos to them for stepping up and you know, saying, hey man, I ain't do nothing. I don't want no parts of that. Odell Beckham Jr. and Druski have spoken out after being named in the lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs. Ashley Parham alleged in a file made last October that she was drugged, kidnapped, and assaulted by multiple individuals after saying she believed the embattled music mogul had been involved in the 1996 murder of rapper Tupac Shakur. The lawsuit claimed that her, Odell, went on until eventually she had no control over her body nor could move her body. An amended file has now included Beckham Jr. and Druski, named DeBoers, along with single Jaguar Wright. Influencer and comedian Druski, 30, took to X, formerly Twitter, to share a statement denouncing what he called fabricated lies. He wrote, "This allegation is fabricated lie. I wasn't a figure in 2018. I was broke, living with my mom without any connections to the entertainment industry at the time of the allegation. So the inclusion of my name is truly outlandish. My heart breaks for actual victims of abuse, but I'm fully confident that the evidence will expose the falsehood and the individual who are maliciously trying to game the legal system to peddle false narratives. Guys, this is something that we have to try to get some type of control over. If Druski, what he's saying is true. If Druski is telling the truth, I think we need to go and really recalculate the way we do things, in my honest opinion, and try to figure out ways to, if a person comes up and states your name and it's not true, there should be some type of penalty behind them making up something that's outlandish. I think that's the way that people would stop doing it, because there's no penalty right now. People come out and they just do whatever to try to figure out ways to, do things that are evil. But if a victim is out there and been victimized, to God be the glory, and I'm with that victim 100%. But if you lie, and like this other young lady did, and you don't have no way of pretty much making sure that what you said is something that people can stand true to, and there is no way that this could have happened, you come back at the end and say it didn't happen, then at that point I feel like there should be some kind of stipulation for you to have to go through, so that you can be shown as a liar, and that you can be shown that you made things up, so that you won't come and make things up. These people are just regular people living their lives too, whether they're in the entertainment field or not. I don't think it should be cool for nobody to just make up something, pull a name out of the air, and say, hey man, this guy did this or that girl did that. I think it's wrong, and I think people should step up and start complaining about it. I think the judicial system needs to step up and deal with the fact that these things are really happening in people's lives. And at that point, I think there should be some type of repercussions to the people who cause these type of issues. I really think it's not right. I don't know. You guys get in the comments. Let me know what you think. I mean, Odell Beckham Jr. and basically this boy Druski been pulled into some stuff with Diddy. And Druski said he wasn't even in the business during that time. He living with his mama. So at the end of the day, I think that's crazy for you to even put them guys in a situation where you want to make them be a part of something like that. I don't know if that's the right way to deal with this. And I know if they wasn't there and this didn't happen and there's a falsism in there, they need to be exposed for it. Now, if they did this, they need to be totally put, pretty much in a position where they have to deal with this on the legal level. But if they didn't, on both sides of this thing, Diddy is sitting back, and I'm going to be honest with you, it trips me out, because I'm like, what does this do to Diddy's case? As they keep doing these things and playing games with this stuff, does this weaken the case for Diddy? For as people having a situation with Diddy, what does this do when all these people start being exposed for saying things that are not true, or coming at ways to just try to figure out ways to make themselves look as if this thing happened? You can tell the way this story is from the jump when this lady filed it back in October, that this is you like, what? Where does this come from? You don't know. And then when you start to research, then people start to step up and say, hey man, I wasn't even in that city at that day. Hey man, I was over here. And the alibi started to come out, and you walk away like, oh, I made a mistake. No, it need to be something. There need to be some accountability for that, man, in my eyes. Now, it's a alleged thing that happened. I know these guys are saying they didn't. If they did, like I said, they should be taken all the way to the situation is pretty much justified, and they need to get what's coming to them. But if they didn't, then I think on the other side it need to be the same type of situation, man. I'm so sick of this stuff. If it's real, it's real. If it's not, it's not. Y'all get in the comments, and like I said, we know that these things went on. If where there's smoke, there's fire. Diddy more likely had issues with situations. But some of this stuff, man, is going crazy, man. Get in my comments. Let me know what you think. Druski and Odell Beckham steps up, speaks out, and say, hey, she's lying. Thank you guys for watching, man. Guys, I appreciate all the love. Boss Talk 101. We're going to keep bringing it to you. Boss Talk 101 reviews.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.